Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, beloved staff members and friends who got us all the way here. Umar, Wajiha, Alia, Shamsia, and Widwana, I think we had an idea in our mind, and today we are super amped to be able to share this with you guys. So the idea, and I feel like you can jump in. You can come, yeah, there's a little echo. You can jump in to ask a question midway through. And yes, today I am supposed to work for you. Like it's supposed to be shiny and pretty, and you're the chai example, today I'm supposed to serve the chai. So please feel free, ask, poke, tweak, so that we can do it all together. Today we're going to start here with number one. This is our main angle here. You will have this sound. The sound that's coming to you all will be here. If that needs to be improved, we can bring this mic closer. This is a place where we'll be spending most of the day. Maybe once I'm introduced, I will come here, and I believe we'll spend the main portion of the story time here. In angle number two, seamlessly and comfortably, I can drift right here, and I can begin a different feel, a different conversation. The screen is not the main focus here. I am. So from here, we can have a conversation, and we can move, say we're here for a moment, and I'm like, hey guys, let's go ahead and read some Quran. And Alia, we were having this discussion, how do we display Quran? And so if we transition here, I could say, Shamsia, did you want to be able to look at the surah together? Because I feel like you're not getting it perfectly. So I would bring Shamsia to, boom. I bring someone here and I would say, hey gang, let's work on this together. So I'm not the focus. You don't really need to see me. We now can focus in on a single letter. With audio and audio worked out properly, you'll be able to hear a little bit louder on your screens. So this right now, guys, basically your description, we created a virtual board. We can touch, I can interact, and if need be, okay, we've seen the word to word, now let's go directly, let's go here, Bismillah, and see if my Quran is still open. So I have an option to go to my Quran app, Bismillah, and here we have a virtual board where I can say, Umar, would you be able to read this word for us? Kuntum. Would you be able to say kuntum? And Ustad Umar, if you could just...
Kuntum.
Barakallahu feekum. Excellent job. Make sure to sit up and be excited. and not like, well, I'll talk to you and we'll be interacting. But the cool part here is we have the AI of Rahim who's going to go from here. You got the word, but Umar, I need you to dial in for a second. I need you to be here. Can you pucker your lips and say, Kuntum. Perfect. Barakallahu feekum. And it's really great that we have you to be able to see that. Let's go back to Brother Umar for a second. If you noticed, Brother Umar said, Bismillah. Brother Umar said, Kuntum. He puckered his lips beautifully. And I think I'm really excited about this technology, which is our virtual board. So those are the first three learning experiences, the learning stations. We'll go through them just one more time. So we could move let's go from 3. We're moving from the board. We're on 3, and we want to come to our main thing. Okay, guys, let's not get lost here. I know we can get into all the technology, but let's stay focused here. On our first angle, we can interact. I believe the sound is excellent. And from here, if I move to 2, I can have a conversation with Umar because I can see Umar. There's a confidence monitor in front of me. I see Ridwana, I see Alia, Shamsia, I see Wajiha. And if we want to bring that, if we want to have the gallery view as I'm talking to you, we have A, and I can continue speaking to you as if I can see you because there's a confidence monitor here. And the third angle is us reading Quran and studying the Book of Allah. I think it's amazing to be able to dial in on any section and say, hey gang, let's work on just this word. قد بدت البغضاء. Right? We can focus that difficult word and we can work on it together. Now, I want to take a moment and say, now let's say that's about 60% of our program. 60% of our program will be in these three angles. We have two things that we thought came out really amazing. One of them, Bismillah, one of them was this. For the first time now, we have the ability to not only, because Ustad Umar and Ali, I think you remember as well, the writing of the skeleton is really boring. Like as far, it's like watching paint dry. Wama yudrika. But now that I have the text here in front of me, and if I were to take an ayah and say, guys, we're doing this one ayah, come with me, let's dial in, Bismillah. Let's dial in, and I could say, Wama yudrika. وَمَا يُدْرِيكَ لَعَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى. And for the first time, we can dial in and say, look, Umar, you're missing that ayn right there. Say, la'a, la'a. Umar, you're saying la'a, la'a. It's flat. So if you could, come with me. La'a, la'a, la'allahu yazakka. And I have endless possibility. Come right back here and say, Umar, it's a throat letter. Remember, bottom of the throat, alif, hamza, ha, boom. So this is just one place where we have the skeleton to the entire Quran. We could throw up any verse in a 5-minute period and do that. So that's our virtual writing board. That's style number one. But I'm going to take you over to the old fashioned and move from here. And once we come here, I could say, hey guys, remember the old-fashioned way of doing this? The way kids did it do it in the madaris around the world. They interact with the Quran right here. So what I'm going to do with you today, and we'll have pre-made skeletons. Here are the pre-made skeletons. This is a sample of the Sunday isti'adha and basmallah. And here are them without the tashkil. So we're doing this. We're making sure not to stay off of a camera angle for more than 5 minutes, because this can get, no matter how exciting the instructor is, this can get droney. It can get droney, and then you're like, I can't write. Am I supposed to be writing with him? That whole feeling, I think we've been able to knock that out. Ridwana, I see a hand up. I just realized it now. But that brings us to a conclusion on the technology aspects and our 5 ways. 3 camera angles, the virtual board, and the virtual board allows us to write on the screen, and we have the old-fashioned writing as well. That is everything from my side, excluding breakout rooms, excluding sharing the mic with someone else. So those are what we are very proud of today. I'm very happy to welcome everyone's comments and suggestions. If we just go one by one, thank you, Shamsia. I really appreciate that. I think we did a phenomenal job. Bilal was packed up to go to do some of his errands, and he goes, you know what? This 1 hour would be better. And that 1 hour of work, I don't know, guys, I think it changed everything. Correct? Yeah, thumbs up in the background. And a phenomenal cast fell out of the sky. Fadli is a returning cast member, but 2 Qalam students, Rahim and very happy to have Saqib with us as well, are both here, and like they glued immediately. They understood what the Quranic shift, the feel was, the vibe was. Saqib's even dressed better than I am today. So alhamdulillah, we're amped. We left the studio at 11:30 and everyone is back here before me at 9 a.m. So this is it. Let's talk about it. Let's see how it feels to you all. Everything can be tweaked from lighting, but the main thing is, this is it. We cut and trim from this. Bismillah.
Everything that we've showcased and demonstrated in this presentation, what is like, you definitely have to change this before Saturday?
Yeah, was there anything that was too much?
Nothing.
So if we went forward with exactly what we presented in this test stream, that would be acceptable.
Yes.
The only
Yes.
thing that stands out to me is the size of the verses on the screen. Like it's a little bit hard to read. So I think you might get complaints. Like, yeah, that's much better, much better. Yeah, yeah.
That's the size it will be when Sheikh Imam Hassan will be zooming in anytime he's doing it.
No, but I see if you had to recite a whole ayah, like for example, Ayatul Kursi or something, I have to know exactly how much is going to be on the screen and when. So that's important. Hafsa, we've been talking about that as a point, as far as how will people, if you can't see the Quran, the whole thing is off. Like the whole experience is out.
Can we advise people to also make sure they have their mushaf with them?
Yes, that's going to be my first thing. But we did not realize, friends, how many folks do not have a Quran. Like so many people. How many people know someone who doesn't own a Quran?
What about the apps? Bro, that 2009 video you're
No
showing,
Quran.
no excuses. Come on.
But I'm saying a physical Quran. No, I don't have one. That's real because you have electronic text.
Yeah, but you have access to the text.
No, but I want them to have this one. I want them to have this one. The Quran. They should have a.
That's going to be one of the things that you put in logistically, that they're required to bring a mushaf to the class?
Yes, and we say that in the videos too. Bring your Quran. Have an Arabic Quran. Don't bring transliteration. But I think that's going to be a thing at the end of the program. We're going to say, and if you don't have a Quran in your house, go get the book, not the app. I think that'll be really exciting for folks.
That activity, I really liked it a lot.
Right, and you don't have to take your eyes off of this at all, right? You don't. We don't lose the person. We could go super dry just for us isti'adha and basmala, but this is exciting, Alia, with a little bit of light behind me, proper outfit. This is exciting.
Caught up to 2019.
What was in 2019?
This is 2019 technology.
It is. 18,
2018 maybe.
Yikes.
We can.
Dinosaur.
No, from AlMaghrib standard, that's great.
Oh, why are we taking? Whoa. But we are QR. We are QR. We are QR. Okay. We are QR, and we.
QR's leading the way.
We're yes.
I just want to ask, Bilal, did you eat today? I'm just like, you're like very.
No, Ridwana, he was not fed last night, and he came in this morning and apologized. He was like, I was a bit snappy yesterday, and we were like, yeah, a little. No, the only reason we knew Bilal was slightly off yesterday, he came in, he goes, Wissam, you're being so dull. Don't be so dull. Be energetic. And I was like, okay, I promise, I will. Guys, my dull was being, hey guys, this is camera one. I was speaking like that and this is camera one. He's like,
that's very dull for you, though.
yeah, he was so irritated. He goes, why are you talking like that? Like,
if I see your recordings and I see you a bit, I automatically, Stalia knows, I'm like, is he okay? Is Imam Hassan okay?
Something's off.
That's why I have to message him, like, because he seemed a bit off yesterday on the recording.
Part of the frustration was like I'm so used to Wissam being one take that it's just like we did one take, but then like Wissam kind of got into like the.
I started writing.
I'm like, no, just show them how it's done. Right?
Yeah, and then he was like, stop talking. Stop saying so many words. Just do it in 60 seconds. Do it in 60. And I was like, okay. And he goes, no more energy. And then we were like, we have to feed you, Bilal. We have to feed you. We must stop. And then we started feeding him, and then we were like, where's Bilal? And he came back in here, and he was trying to fix a problem that he was just stuck in a loop in. So yesterday, we're going to feed him again now, but I think this was awesome. This was awesome, guys. Alhamdulillah. I think we are going to raise the bar, but I think what'll take it over the top now is just fill in the blanks that there are 3 people each hour monitoring the chat. There are 10 TAs, those are memorized mentees, who are going to be keeping the chat positive. Those are, we have TAs who are going to be reading with students. And I still believe we can get some type of surprise. I don't like a guest qari or ask Umar to come in. I was thinking in the breaks maybe Hafiz Fadli come and recite, if Luqman could come in. What if we had like 3 reciters just come in 5 minutes each, even during a break or something, and they're just reciting on the mic?
That'd be great.
Yeah, a Fadli, Luqman, and Sajid. What about that?
I think that's actually very nice for breaks. Yes.
Okay, just
I could even ask Abdurrahman because I know like.
Oh, Goo Goo Gaga. Everyone loves his recitation.
Yes.
So then could we say, friends, this 80% setup, people monitoring the chat, 10 TAs, and 3 surprise guests, and whatever fun I can bring to it, what do you guys say? Do we have our standard of a program? Wajiha, Shamsia, Ridwana, I feel like, do we have our level? All right.
Yo, I want to put this entire broadcast up on the QR channel just so folks can see the excitement of what we got going on.
Yes. What were you saying, Ridwana?
You're gonna set the standard this weekend, but you do realize
next weekend.
Floor the standard in the next one.
Absolutely. In March, there won't be. We want to just say, hey, try to catch up here, guys. And then by the time we're in March, they'll be like, how come there's a Kaaba in the background? What? How come they're in the Haram? And so, hey, I already asked someone if we could rent out somebody's 1-bedroom apartment that overlooks the Haram. Why hasn't anyone done that yet? And then, like, live on CNN, Quran Revolution. Anybody? Umar, can we? How come no one has taught? How come no one has? Like, is that illegal? Why don't you just have an apartment and broadcasting live from the Haram? Bro, I'm serious. Okay. So yes, Ridwana. Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. Can I get a camera one? Everybody, I wanted this a certain way, and we usually don't get that close to the craziness. This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you so much for like believing in the insanity and for being a part, because I think this is going to be the best program we have put on. And we do stuff online really well. So thank you very much to everybody. Barakallahu feekum. Let's quick shout out to everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wajiha. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah Shamsia. Ridwana. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hafsa, barakallahu feekum. Thank you for being with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Fadli, you're what are you doing over here? And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to everyone. Alia, thank you for making it through. Noor, Umar, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Barakallahu feekum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much.